Hi, my name is Bill Hoffman, and this is an introductory speech for Speech 1608. I'm currently in a job search, so that's what I would like to make the topic on. I have in excess of 25 years in the global financial services industry, primarily with Citi. I work supporting business applications and technology. And most recently, I had performed as the Vice President in Asset Management, the business office, and I was functionally what was titled an Architecture Specialist. Okay, so that's my most recent background. Over the years with Citi, I've started out as a financial analyst and went on to do application support, learned the technology, became a systems and network administrator, went on to becoming a team lead and an actual manager of various teams. My roles and responsibilities increased tremendously over the course of years, and ultimately I wound up becoming a project manager, a business analyst, and working at different sites, locations, relocating relocating businesses and so on. And I'm very happy with how my career has gone. I would say myself very successful. Did I become rich and powerful? No, but I wound up earning a very good salary. I've had wonderful projects. I've met incredibly intelligent people. I've traveled. Okay. So now, over the course of my career, there are a few things that I've learned that I believe were integral to my success and integral pretty much to anyone. You can apply the points that I'll make in really any industry. Just slant it to what's a little bit more specific to you. Of the points, primarily, are learning the business itself that you're in. That would be a number one. Number two, in my instance, it's technology. If you're in, let's say, media, it would be camera still technology. If it's in writing, it's whatever writing styles and so on, which you could again call technology. And then lastly, the human interaction. Okay, so there's the business, there's the technology, and there's the human interaction. Within the business, I've been successful in learning the actual businesses of the departments that I was in. If it was financial reporting, I would learn about that business. I would take the time aside from my job to learn what was going on in that business, in the industry, the history, what current trends were on, and where we would be going into the future. There are times that it was trade that I worked in, what they call transfer pricing, which is allocating costs across global institutions and so on, or within a global institution, different departments and different companies. Whatever that business is the point. It's very much aside from what your day-to-day job is, getting the bigger picture. Okay, that helps tremendously, of course, with senior level management, but it allows you to keep in perspective what it is that you're doing. Okay, why you do your job. If you don't know why you're doing your job, really no one else will. Okay. Next is the technology. Okay, granted, you might know of what you would consider superior technologies, but you need to keep in context why what is being used within your organization is it a prior relationship with a specific vendor? Is it cost? Is it because what you're using today wasn't inherited from a different organization? You need to learn the actual technology and the applications that are in use. That's very obvious. That's far more obvious than simply understanding the business, which was the first point. The second point being the technology. Obviously, you have to learn it to do your job. However, there's a significant difference between simply learning the functions, what to do to execute your job, and understanding the technology as a whole, how it fits in, how it's different from other applications, how it's different from other infrastructures and so on. It's raising the level of your awareness. That is what's going to differentiate you from, I'll say, peers. And it's not in terms of being competitive, okay, but of course in the final analysis, while you're part of a team, it's your success that you'll be interested in. And I don't mean to dovetail on the point. Of course, your success is based on everyone else's, but in the end, it's really yourself that you need to keep going. And you can bring people along, but if you don't have it together, there's very little you'll be able to contribute. The 2 points I've alluded to before were the business and the technology. The last, which I really believe is the most important. The other two are important, but this one far more so. This is the human factor. This is the relationship that you develop with people, how people perceive you. Are you an ally? Are you that competitive, that problems cannot be shared that you would use against people? If someone came to you, would you assist? These are things that are not in, let's say, the guidebook to do your job. There's the business, there's the technology, but the human interaction is really what's going to make or break you. Are you approachable? There are many people that are very intelligent. There are many people that are highly skilled, and many of these same people lack communication skills. Maybe not written, okay, maybe not verbal, but human interaction, human communication skills. That is probably the most important thing. I started introducing myself, and one of the things that I believe I've been, not only that I've been successful in, but one of my greatest pleasures has been the people that I've met. I'm in school now, okay? Granted, this is for the expediency of time and time management and so on. I'm remote, but meeting people at school, meeting people at work, meeting people all over the place, it's something I actually enjoy. How I'm in business and technology, that's a fluke. On my own accord, I might have gone on to, I might have chosen being a psychologist, but that's not how things played out for me. However, I do very much enjoy meeting people and getting to learn about them and who they are and what's important to them. And that's something I do on my own. That's part of who I am. And I honestly believe that that trait of mine is what has probably contributed the most. And the conclusion being I'm in a job search. I'm using this opportunity to record a video or to present a speech to practice somewhat how I would speak during an interview, or maybe not an interview, more like a meeting, because I've gone over the time, whereas in an interview you're supposed to keep your comments very concise. I was given a 3 to 4 minute window. Hopefully I have not exceeded it by much, and thank you very much. I am happy to be taking this class. It will benefit me. At the same time, while I'm taking the class, I'm using what I'm doing in terms of finding a job to develop a skill, and I have every intention of being successful. I'm not happy that I'm out of work. I'm very disappointed. However, the bottom line is, in this life, you need to take any negative and turn it into a positive. And what I did within 2 weeks of having been laid off was went and registered myself in school to complete getting my degree. I stopped going towards my degree a lifetime ago. And the primary reason was because I was always busy working. I'm not working right now, so there's no excuse for me to not complete my degree.